Even the gentle snowfall is lethal to a vampire's well-being. I found myself once more in the Nosgoth I knew. The carnage from battle was gone. Yet there was something amiss. From the distance, I heard cries, and a breeze from the south carried with it the faint odor of vampire blood.
So did we actually change time? What's going on? What's going on here? What shenanigans? Ugh. I just keep letting myself die.
The heart of darkness.
Because I'm lazy. Nope. Where are we headed? Raph says, can someone remind me, are we still on phase 4 of the MCU? I think technically, yes. I'm not 100% sure. I think maybe we're on phase 5 ever since, I think Agatha all along might have been the first thing of phase 5. I could be wrong about that. Someone who is more of a hardcore fan will correct me in the comments of this video in a year and a half. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sure it can be looked up.
'Twould seem the folly fell upon my own shoulders. With their sainted King William dead by my hand, the people of the land were consumed by a hunger all their own, for vampire blood.
I still don't fully follow what the social status of vampires is in this setting. They seem to be reclusive evil counts that are worried about being overthrown by the peasantry. So at least that's what Vorador said. He was like, there's no point in getting involved in human business or whatever. Yay. They're really just throwing resources at me right now. Wow. All right. Where do I want to go? Over there. Hey, just Clack. Thank you very much for hanging out. It's been nice chatting.
As I wandered about more, the shrieking and cheering became more apparent and defined. There was some sort of gathering to the south, for with each cheer I smelled an outpour of blood. I make no pretense to justify my killing, yet these vampire hunters would cloak their bloodlust beneath a veil of righteousness. Hypocrites! They would make themselves judge and jury. Very well then. Let us see how they take to my role.
That's exactly...
executioner.
But that's exactly what you do, Kain. What are you talking about? Right. I can just kind of rain death on everyone now and just steal all their blood from afar. Oof. Blood Shower just is an instant kill, yeah. Good screen clear. Not bad, frankly. Oh my god, they're giving me so many of these. Vorador. You're telling me a guillotine is gonna kill Vorador?
We are free of this unholy scourge!
Not yet, my friend. Would you be free of the plague if only one city was cleansed? No! Would you spare one wolf in the pack that has devastated your herd? No! Then let us destroy them all! Yes! He is the last! Destroy him!
The people will not rest until Nosgoth is purged of your kind.
I had been betrayed. In my haste, I had not realized it before. That sigil on his forehead, the Oracle of Nosgoth, was in fact the time streamer Mobius, and I had followed his advice. How much of my quest was of his design? Willendorf? The Battle of the Last Stand? William the Just? Was this the trap he had fashioned for me?
We will send you back to the grave, whence you came, vampire.
Alright, he disappeared.
I have seen the future, Kain. You are not in it.
Okay. She was just gonna taunt me. What do I gotta do? What does a fella gotta do to beat the time man?
Let us call upon the puppets from the past.
Be victus!
From the present.
Be victus!
That it? Okay. So we're just gonna go screen by screen, killing enemies pulled from different places of time. Is that
And
the gimmick?
from ages yet to come.
Oh, it's a Kain. You said the future didn't have me in it, but you said this comes from ages yet to come.
Be victus!
Okay, do this. Let's hit him with the Soul Reaver, see what that does. There we go.
Ironic. By going back in time and altering the past, you turned William the Just into the Nemesis.
Aye, you have seen my plan, vampire, as I've seen your destiny. The future says you die.
But I am dead. As are you.
Wow.
I knew that Mobius's hourglass was the focus of his time-streaming magic. Farewell, sorcerer. The sands of time have ceased to flow for you.
Well done, Kain. Mobius did so love playing the trickster's part. His guise as the Oracle served his schemes well. Pity with all his plots he failed to plan for you. Come to me, my undead son. Make haste to the pillars. The stage is set for the grand finale.
The grand finale?
We'll have your vengeance.
Oh boy! Is this the end of the game? I'm gonna be so stoked. Peacemail says, "Oh boy, I love finales." Me too. Mortanius is one of the pillars, though, isn't he? One of the guardians, so he's gonna have to die too.
You betrayed us, Mortanius. You had Kain killed and turned him into a monster. You set him upon us.
It had to be. Nopraptor's insanity poisoned all of our minds. The Circle had failed in its sworn duties. It had to be destroyed.
Failed our duties? Idiot! The Circle exists for us. We don't exist for it. Our powers will save or damn Nosgoth at our whim.
Evil.
Stand with us, Mortanius, or die.
Then I shall die.
Who is that?
If the Circle is to be destroyed, you have to die as well, Necromancer. I admire your cunning, but you will not escape your fate.
Nay, I will embrace it. But my death will leave one more to take, Princeling. Finish me!
Okay. Oh. Oh boy. Have to unequip that
Flame sword.
for a second. Oop. What? There we go. Soul Reaver.
Soul Reaver.
Let's kill all these baddies. Walk up here. And now I have to unequip this. God damn it. So annoying. And use another battery. Oop. We want battery. Yes. Summon the sphere. And then now hit him with it. Oh, we beat him. Oh, not yet.
You thought yourself a king, when in fact you were a pawn. You have served me well, Kain.
I serve no one.
Indeed, such narrow vision. Don't you see? My silencing of Ariel and its calculated repercussions is but the first act in my theater of Grand Guignol, of which you are the tragic hero. Play on, little vampire. Play on.
Fay Victus!
He said the thing!
Anacroth's magic was contained within the metal of the scales and would eventually be released back into the pillar from whence it came.
So irritating that I have to switch
The
every
scales
single
of
time.
Anacroth I lay before the pillar of states. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus it was restored. The death orb of Mortanius
Ah!
had given the necromancer dominion over the grave. I had thought him the last of the circle, and yet he spoke of another. Before the pillar of death, I lay the orb of Mortanius. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus it was restored.
Interesting that the cards exist diegetically.
I am the last pillar, the only survivor of the Circle of Nine. At my whim, the world will be healed or damned. At my whim.
So I guess Kain just learned that he was the pillar of balance all along because Ariel died. So he was the last remaining pillar. And now we have a choice for an ending. We can choose the good ending or the bad ending. Now, the canonical ending of this game is the bad ending. And in fact, the good ending is this game's version of a bad ending. Basically, you just fly over a... like, you get to see, like, a bat-fly landscape scene, and Ariel is like, and thus the land was restored for a time. But then everything just goes to shit eventually anyway. So, the correct ending to choose is the bad one. The evil ending, so to speak. This is the canon ending.
Once I embraced my powers, I realized that Vorador was correct. We are gods. Dark gods. And it is our duty to thin the herd.
I am victorious! We beat Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. So, without getting super deeply into it, Kain realized at the end there that because he was the Pillar of Balance, and the Pillar of Balance has been corrupted this whole time, partially by Mortanius, he can't, he would have had to die for the pillars to be restored and for a new person to, be picked as a guardian. But the thing is that the guardians are all fallible. That's the point. It's many different things can happen to them. And as such, Nosgoth is like always prone to corruption. So in this ending, Kain says, no, I will live forever as my guardian and as a guardian and find a way to continue ruling or playing God if that is the role that I have to play. So again, just like Mortanius said, he is the tragic, quote-unquote, hero of this story so far. So yeah, I liked this game. This game was fun. It wasn't super deep, was pretty easy by the end. Once we got the Hearts of Darkness, like, the game became super simple. Super easy to beat, but that's fine. I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, really great stuff. I really deeply enjoyed this. I don't know. We're going to get straight to Soul Reaver pretty much right after this. I'm very excited for that. We are going to play this series in release order, just because that's the way that it was made. There are arguments for different timeline chronologies to go through because the game is... because the game is ultimately a game about timelines and stuff, but... we're going to just play in release order, I guess. So yeah, that was, look at this special thanks, Bobby Kotick. This was way back in the day from Activision. Damn. Dennis Dyack from Silicon Knights was the director. We have artists. I like that it's denoted with SK for Silicon Knights staff. There's probably a few people in here that aren't Silicon Knights. Not sure. This game came out way back in the day when you could make a game in your garage. How crazy is that? What a different era. I think that is actually one thing about this game is like, whereas Soul Reaver I think has sort of a timeless quality to it, and all it needed was like a remaster with some updated models. You can't really remaster this game in the current market and like expect it to do particularly well. It's very like shallow isn't the right word for it because that implies something more loaded, but like gameplay wise, there isn't too much actually going on in this game. Very easy to break. The systems are not particularly complex. There's not too much like game design challenging going on. The puzzles are kind of all the same throughout the whole thing. The combat never really gets more challenging. You just cycle through your cooldowns and it's fine. So yeah, there's a lot, there's a lot here that I think could do with an overhaul. Being able to quickly switch weapons would be freaking amazing. I would love that. So maybe we'll get a remake eventually. The way that I see these games kind of is like most like 3D Metroidvania-y type games. This game ended up being a little bit more linear than I expected it to be. It was only a Metroidvania while I didn't realize that there were fountains basically placed in order of the challenges that we needed to get. When I thought they were just like fun benefits, it had a little bit more of a shine to it. But yeah, this was overall, this was a cool game. I really enjoyed playing this. I'm glad I finally got around to it. Because I've been meaning to play this for a while, and I knew I wanted to wait until the Soul Reaver remasters came out to actually do it, just so that I could have them documented on the channel. And I've played through this, not all the way through this game, but I played this game as a kid for some period of time, but never to the end. I'd never seen this ending before. So even though I played Soul Reaver 1, 2, and Defiance when they came out, I didn't have a clear idea of what had happened previously in the timeline. And like obviously now I don't remember basically anything that happened in those games. I have like vague memories of certain characters showing up, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to go through it in this order just cuz like I don't know, it feels like we're on a tour. We're going through history right now. Just very cool. So yeah, that was Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. The next game in the series is Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver.